Hello everyone and welcome again to this channel. My name is Daniel and in this video we are going to talk about IR-2 visa interview questions and some of the possible answers to these questions that are likely to be asked for or during IR-2 visa interviews. So guys, if you are watching us for the first time and if you have not subscribed to this channel, as usual, it's our humble request that you consider subscribing to this channel, and that's the only way you can support us in this channel. Thank you, and I hope you will subscribe. Let's dive into what we want to discuss today. So to begin with, an IR-2 visas is a U.S. immigrant visa or visas for unmarried children of United States citizens. Those people who moved from their home country to the United States and they had children back at home, when they are petitioning for those children to come and live with them in the United States, the kind of visa that they apply for, those kids are the one we call as IR-2 visas. This kind of visa provides children with permanent residence in the United States, allowing them to live, go to school, work, and eventually become United States citizens after a number of years in the U.S. For a child to be eligible for IR-2 visa, petitioned by the U.S. Citizen parent, the child must be under the age of 21 years and unmarried. Also, the child must be an immediate relative of a United States citizen, either biological child, legally adopted child, or stepchild. Those are three conditions that the child has to meet before the petition is made. The petition process will be initiated by the U.S. citizen, and that's the parent, by filing Form I-130 with the USCIS, which may take like 3 to 12 months to process. The processing time may depend on the USCIS offices or the consulate and the applicant's circumstances. Once Form I-130 and its accompanying documents have been processed and accepted, the case is sent to NVC, National Visa Center. And once the visa for your case is available, NVC will send you an email telling you to prepare for the medical examination, and interview date will be provided in that matter. The purpose of the interview in this case is to give the consular officer an opportunity to assess the applicant's eligibility for the visa and confirm the details of the petition as it was stated in the application form I-130 and the DS-260 forms. The interview is supposed to be done at the U.S. Embassy or consulate in the petitioner's home country. If the child is too young to attend the interview alone, then the child must be accompanied by the parent or guardian to provide additional support. It is the role of the petitioner to make sure that the child attends the interview with all the required supportive documents for the case. And during the interview, the child needs to be aware that the questions that will be asked by the consular officer are the normal questions and under normal procedures. Some of the commonly asked questions during the IR-2 visa interviews are like, or they will test on the basic information about the child, This is all about the passport details of the child who is being petitioned. So the questions under the basic information about the child will be like, what is your full name? So the child will say, I'm so and so. How old are you? The child will just quote the number, either 15 years, 16 years, 11 years, 19 years of age. What is the date? What's your date of birth? So here the child will state the month, day, and the year. When is your birthday? So the child must know when she or he is celebrating the birthday. There will be questions about relationship, confirmation with the petitioner who is a U.S. citizen, that's the parent. So the child must give evidence of the relationship between the parent and that child. So here, the child must know the name of the parent or the petitioner. So if is asked, who is your petitioner, will say, my petitioner is so and so. Is my biological parent, either a mother or a father? My petitioner is a step parent or parents. My petitioner are my legally adoptive parents, etc. in this case. Can you provide evidence of your relationship with the parent? Here the child must provide the birth certificate, which shows the parents' full names as an evidence. If the child is adopted, the child will show the legal documents showing the adoption process. When was the last time you met or you saw your parents? Here the child must be very specific about when the parents visited the home country, or the date when the child visited them in the United States, or wherever they met. The consular officer wants the date, the year, and the place where the parent and the child met. When did the petitioner go to the United States? When did your parents go to the United States? Here you must provide the child with the exact date when you moved to the United States and under which program. Is it through a green card, employment, as a student, as a refugee, or as a cultural exchange program? How did your petitioner or your parents acquire the U.S. citizenship? Tell the child how you obtained your citizenship, either through joining the U.S. military or through the process of naturalization. When does your parents or where does your parents live in the United States? The child must state the city and the state where you live. I.e., if you live in Phoenix, Arizona, that's what Phoenix is the city, Arizona is the state. It's all about parents' contact address. Provide the child with the phone number and the address where you live. How many people live in your parents' house? This is the number of people in your household in the United States. Are your parents separated? Here you will say yes or no. That's all about it. Do you have pictures with your parents? Here you say yes or no. And if you have pictures, if you are asked, just provide them. And it's advisable that you have more supportive evidence when you attend this interview. Have you ever been in trouble with the authorities in your home country or in the United States? Here you say yes or no. What are your plans when you land in the United States? Here you say, I will live with my parents, I go to school or further my studies, and all I find a job and work. So guys, those are some of the questions or the overview about IR-2 visas and what it goes on during the interview. So prepare as a petitioner and the child before the day of the interview. And the interview is so easy, so smooth, as long as the child understands the DS-260 form and what was in Form I-130. Thank you guys for watching us, and keep on sharing our videos. And if you have not subscribed, please consider subscribing to this channel, like our videos, and hit that notification bell so that anytime we produce a video like this, YouTube will be able to notify you and you watch. Thank you, and may have a comment in the comment section. Thank you. See you next.